Hi guys, sorry, it's Crystal City Girl Homestead. So tonight I'm trying something I've never ate, let alone cooked, and I hope it turns out good, and I'm gonna kind of make it my own too. You know how guys I am, I'm just that weird. So I also want to thank Cindy for the beautiful card that she sent to me and for the beautiful gift inside. It brought me to tears. And you're amazing, and thank you for sharing my life with me too. I appreciate that. So I am going to make chicken wonton stir fry recipe. I'm kind of nervous because I've never ate it, but I was looking at the Kroger ad and they had these mini wontons on sale, buy one get one free. And they were $8 and something, and I thought, you know what? I see people eating those at the Chinese restaurant all the time. I should try them. So I looked up a recipe, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try them. So I have water over there. I'm waiting for it to come to a boil because it's going to boil the broccoli. And I'm going to put some olive oil in there. Now I guess these wontons, I don't have a pan that can fry them all separately. It says that they use a package of 32. I don't know how many is in here. Well, 5 pieces of 13 each, so we'll see. Maybe I'll use half the bag. We're going to use a whole bag. Who knows? Maybe I'll regret it later. But you want to get those in. They are still partially frozen, so it's going to take a minute. And you're supposed to brown them up. Right now I'm just going to get the oil on each one of them. Alright, so while those are heating up, it also calls for mushrooms. So I have mushrooms, and I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I knew that they were $1.50, and I bought them the other day when I went up to the one store. And so now I guess I know what I'm doing with them. And I'm going to slice those up. I hope these taste good, because I do like wonton soup. Maybe I should make that sometime. That'd probably be really good. This would have been a great recipe to have with Nate here, but I didn't want to let the mushrooms go any farther and not have them be good, so. Yep, Tom picks him up tomorrow after he gets out of work in Detroit. So, we have our boy home. He sent us the itinerary today. He's coming in at 2, well, almost 2 o'clock. And Tom gets out of work at 1. He's not that far from Detroit. So, that'll be nice. Then we got to drop Tom's truck off. Took 2 weeks to get his truck in to get the tire repaired at Sam's. We got a really good deal, but boy, I hope it doesn't take 2 weeks every time to get a new tire repaired. That's not good at all. I think since I use so many, I'm going to add a little bit more oil to it. And probably turn it down just a little bit. I think I have it on high. That's probably too high. Now this is a dish that you got to take this out and that out and all this other stuff. And I'm like, ugh, I hate dishes like that. So that's why I say we'll probably be doing a little bit of my own thing on there, because I really do hate dishes like that. Take this out, take that out. Just not my thing. So we're going to get all these chopped up. I hope this turns out good, because You know, I always want to try something new. And, you know, you get to the point where you're kind of just scared to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, like, should I really try that? Because there's so many different recipes of different things I've never tried that, you know, it's like, come on, girl, you can do this. Alright. Now, it also asks for a chopped up pepper. And actually, I have this bag of sliced ones, so I'm going to use some of those. I know I'm weird, but that's okay. Somebody has to do it. All right. My water should almost be to a boil, pretty close to it. Now, I want to add also to it, remember I had that onion left over the other day? I want to add, I think this will be alright, because you know you just got to get them all separated and everything, but I think I'm going to have to get a bigger pan though, because after I put the broccoli and everything else in there, probably not going to be enough room. So I'll probably have to get my one big pan out to warm everything up. But I had that onion left, so I just want to slice that up in nice thin slices. Because why not? Onion always adds flavor to everything. One piece, just like that last one. Could have grabbed my finger. We don't want that. That probably would not feel very good. I'm just going to cut it that way because I'm not going to take a chance on getting my finger. Alright, so I am going to get these browned up. And I'm going to get my broccoli in there. It says just to cook it for 2 or 3 minutes, just enough to kind of get it warmed up basically. And I'm going to get out my bigger pan. Alright, so I've got those browned up. I've got the broccoli in the strainer. They say to put cold water on it right after you do it. I'm going to do my mushrooms and everything else together. So I'm going to put my mushrooms in there. I'm going to put my onions in there. I know they say to do this stuff separate, but I'm not. So, and then I'm going to do what I think would be a pepper. I'd say that's probably close enough to a pepper. And I'll probably use more of the stir-fry sauce than what it calls for too, because I've added more stuff to it. So I'll probably double that or a little more. But now I'm going to add some garlic to it. I'm not the biggest ginger fan, but I'm going to add the little bit of ginger to it that it says to use. Oops, that's tomato paste. That was tomato paste. That would have been good. I think maybe Tom threw out my ginger, so I'm just going to use a little bit of powdered ginger. He probably didn't know what it was and threw it out. Which is fine. I very seldom ever use it because I'm not a real big ginger fan to begin with. Alrighty. So I'm going to get these cooked down, and then I'll be back. Well, I missed a step. It did say add a half a cup of water and steam it, but we're going to just add all this into it, and then I'll add the half a cup of water. How's that? Put all the veggies I just cooked in there. Ooh, that smells good. It says to use 6 tablespoons, so I'm going to use what I think is about 12 tablespoons. And then we'll put the water in there. And let's get it all mixed together. I think this way it'll make enough for our dinner tonight and for Tom to take some to work tomorrow. I don't know if we'll have all the leftovers every day next week for Jack, because we'll have our son here eating dinner too. Doesn't that look beautiful, you guys? Oh, ho, ho, ho. So now I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to let it steam for a couple minutes and let it get everything else finished, and we'll come back and we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so there we go. They say to serve it immediately, but Tom won't be home for a few minutes. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to try one of the wontons and a mushroom and a pepper. Let's see here. Kind of nervous. Mmm. Mmm. That is good. Well, I never eat those at the Chinese restaurant because I think they're going to be gross, but they're not. So, that is really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid back on it and just leave it on top of the stove. He won't be home for probably 15-20 minutes. But if I leave the lid on, it might stay warm. If not, then I'll rewarm it up. But that is really good. And I'm so glad that I did it. Now I have wontons that maybe I can make soup or something with it. But the wonton soup, to be honest with you guys, do you know what I like the best? The broth and the green onions. I've never ate the wontons that were inside of it. Always just the broth and the green onions. So now that I know that they don't taste ucky, maybe I'll have to eat the whole thing. So, I'll be back when Tom gets here and he can taste test it. I had a little bit of rice left. I'm just going to put that on the side, and then we're going to try that peanut butter dip, and we're going to call supper good. So, I'll be back when he gets here and see what he thinks. I think he's going to like it. Hey, Tom.
Hello.
How are you?
Just dandy.
Got your gas?
Yes, I did.
All ready to drive to Detroit tomorrow by yourself to work and then
62,
go pick up our kid?
$62.
I don't like you anymore.
And 24 gallons.
You get to see your kid tomorrow.
I do.
Are you excited?
He'd be at the airport.
I know.
At Spirit.
Yes.
And I know right where that one's at, 'cause I used to fly out of there all the time.
Well, unless it's changed.
Huh?
The last time he got picked up from the airport, I did it, so
yeah.
I don't know, it could have changed. So there's dinner, and I really like this. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but like a lot of mine's gone.
I guess it is. Do you have as much as you gave me?
No, God, no. I can never eat that much. So give it a try.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Even with broccoli in it?
Even with broccoli. Those are trees, not broccoli.
Trees, yes.
They're trees.
That's what AJ calls them. He said to me the one day, he goes, now that he's older, he goes, you know, they really are broccoli, Grandma. And I said, I know. How is it, Jack?
It is very good.
All right, so open this up, Tom. I'm holding the camera, so I can't do it. And then open the bag up. You already got to see a picture. That's not fair. Courtney sent it to you. I send all my pictures for my posting to Courtney. And that way I can post it on YouTube. So take a nice big dip of it. What do you think?
You dropped it in there.
Now my finger got out.
Well, use your fork. What do you think?
I had to use up the apple.
Well, that doesn't tell me what you think. Here you go, Jack. Take a dip. What do you think?
That's very good. I like it.
I could eat that with a spoon.
That is peanut butter cottage cheese dip.
Oh, wow.
Must be he likes this too. Can't get you to put a fork or nothing down, huh? And you're gonna get your broccoli out of the way. All right, we're gonna let him eat because obviously he likes it. That's good. You guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
Bye, Jack.
Bye.
You guys have a wonderful night.